Hello, my name is Noé Garcia and I've been teaching English for 12 years. I've been working for the elementary English program for 5 years and 3 years for the University Tecnológica de Tamaulipas Norte in Reynosa City, where I conducted my research project. My purpose today is to talk about my research project. How can I improve the fossilized pronunciation of the words live and answer? In this presentation, I'll tell you a little bit of my reasons to do this research, what other researchers have done in this field, the method and strategies that I used to get the information, what were the outcomes, my analysis and conclusions. I decided to do my research on the pronunciation of these two words because my students always make the same mistakes, no matter if they hear the right pronunciation from me several times. Even in previous generations, students make the same mistakes, so I was curious why they made those mistakes and how I could correct them. I use the action research approach because it is friendly and flexible to deal with the incoming data. Pronunciation is not that easy because we're not native speakers of English language, and in the beginning of the journey learning of the target language, Brown says that we tend to transfer our first knowledge to the second language knowledge. For example, when we learn a pronunciation rule, we tend to apply it to all the words that seem to have the same pattern, and we fall in the overgeneralization mistake. We sometimes transfer our language pronunciation skills to the target language, and it is when we mispronounce words too. Students could see and read the pronunciation of live and answer in some sentences, and also they could see how such words were represented by symbols, colors, and numbers. With the help of these aids, students reinforced or learned the right pronunciation of the words. For those students who had already fossilized the mistakes, were a bit more difficult to overcome from them, but after a while they could pronounce them correctly. Hopefully, when they have to pronounce the words again in the future, the images and symbols will come to their minds and they will successfully pronounce the words. On the other hand, one of my beliefs was that students made mistakes were not fossilized in some way. Instead, they had never had someone to explain the pronunciation rules. In the first sample, the students made mistakes were many, but after implementing the rules, the IPA and the color chart, they were lessened up to 30%, which means a great achievement in the research. Undoubtedly, the rules, the IPA and the color chart help students overcome the fossilized mistakes in the pronunciation of the words live and answer, and they were able to identify the patterns and transfer the knowledge to the similar words. However, some students still need more emphasis on pronunciation drills and practices so they can correct their own mistakes. To conclude, I say that the findings in this research open in some way other possibilities to deal with the pronunciation mistakes. However, it would be interesting to see if they apply for other contexts and students in other countries.